The police have a duty to protect property. The
Right.
Supreme Court ruled in a specific case that if a person is in danger and needs the police help and the police get there, they actually have no duty to protect you.
Yeah.
They could have a reason that they say, no, I had to go back into my car and you ended up dying. And that's okay based on the rules, regulations, the Supreme Court decision that says police have no duty to protect us. That's why at Robb Elementary School, when those kids were being gruesomely killed, the police were getting hand sanitizer in the hallway, right? You had every department in the local agency and beyond in those situations. And you don't have officers going in the heat of fire because they have no duty to protect us if their life is at any measurable effect at all on the line.
They should redo what it says on the car then, right? To protect and serve property.
Wow. Correct.
Yeah.
It's an absolute lie.
It's a totally contradiction because they don't protect and serve us.
And you know, we can go into good cops, which I'm happy to say and acknowledge good officers, right? But we can't deny the history of policing in our country. And the history of policing in our country was catching slaves that were running away. At that time, a slave is property.
Yeah.
That's how they justify it. That's the essence of police has just changed, and we're seeing it. Thankfully for cameras, our cell phones,
Yes.
we're always filming the police. We have I want to just always tell people we have a First Amendment right to always film the police. You don't even need to be press, media, or anything.
Wow.
And you never need to let the officers know.
Yeah.
So in my instances, I'm being pulled over. I hit record. I put the phone down. And you can be polite. In fact, I encourage people to be polite. This isn't
polite.
about F the police
Yeah.
and being rude. No, it's actually, if the worst thing happens and the footage you took is being used in a courtroom, you hope that you have a jury of your peers, which we'll talk about jury duty hopefully, but the jury of your peers is going to hear how you spoke. Now, if you're saying F the police and, you know, blah, 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 well, they're going to have less sympathy for the person that's like, yo, sir, no, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
The one thing we all have to remember, too, is the police have the right, again, in this country, to take us to jail under any infraction of the law.
Yeah.
So that means window tint, jaywalking, a seatbelt.
Or
anything.
they could give you a pass sometimes.
I'm saying take you to jail. So 99% of the time when you get one of these infractions, you're not going to jail. No, typically nobody is.
You
But
got to
where
be
it
a
goes
complete
wrong
dickhead to go. at
is
that.
when the officer says step out of the car and the person says, well, why? I haven't done anything. I mean, if I have tint, just write me the ticket, or I have a right. Well, I'm saying this to say that if officers are asking you to step out of the car, I'm 100% always telling people to comply with those orders. Now, you still have rights. You don't have to answer all their questions. You can remain silent. If they say, can we search the car, or they start searching it, you could say, I'm refusing searches. The whole point of filming the police is now it's on the audio recording of you saying, sir, please do not search my car. I do not give you that right. Now, they search it anyway. They find a bag of stuff you shouldn't have had. All of that stuff will be not admissible in court.
Inadmissible, yeah.
And all those charges could be dropped, dismissed, etc. So it's super valuable to say, no, I know how to be polite to officers. We need to change it that you can exercise your rights in a polite manner, respectful. Hey, sorry, sir, my uncle's a attorney. He told me that I can't answer questions. I just have to say, am I being detained or am I free to go? And I don't accept any searches of my property or my vehicle, and I'm going to remain silent until my lawyer's here.
Yeah.
And if I'm not being detained, then I'd like to leave.
Yeah.
Right? It's scary though.
You got to be polite when you say it, though.
You got to be polite.
Super cool.
Yeah, man.
I've had my ordeals with both asshole cop and cool cop.
Yep.
And there's a big difference, man. But like when you're dealing with an asshole cop, it's hard to stay polite. You know what I mean? You're trying to be respectful, and they're being dicks with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it sort of triggers the emotions, and you might start being dickish back.
Oh, man.
But you better be super clean if you're going to be dickish back.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like you said, like if you're ultra clean and you ain't got shit to worry about, you still have to be polite. Right?
Right.
In order to not get fucked with, because who's to say you're not dealing with one of the most corrupt motherfuckers on the force and will totally plant some shit on there just because he did not like you or the way you talked to him.